My name is Nasibuga Harriet. I'm the administrator, Support Disabled Children GABA. We are a community-based organization. We work with special needs children. We have a total of 50 children, 35 boys and 15 girls. These are children with cerebral palsy, autism, Down syndrome, mental disturbances, hydrocephalus, microcephalus, and we also have one dwarf. We work hand in hand with their mothers. These are young mothers, single young mothers. The husband ran away or let's say abandoned them because there is a tradition that men don't give birth to children with disabilities. So they leave these young girls to hustle with the children. We have different projects such as the urban farming, like you see here. We grow crops, vegetables to help us so that we reduce on the costs. So we get the vegetables from within. We have the rabbits, we have the fish, we have the tailoring project. We teach our mothers or we train them how to become financially independent. We train them how to make clothes, we train them how to make bags, we train them how to make beads, to make craft, and we also train our children the same because we want them at one point to become economically independent, they can sustain themselves. We train them so that at one point when the madam director is not around, they can stand on their own because the economy is changing, the times are changing, and they have to learn to become economically independent. And we train our mothers to become economically empowered because we believe that for equality to prevail, women have to be economically empowered. That's why we teach them how to grow the vegetables, to keep the fish, the tailoring. We have different activities that run during the week. We have the physiotherapist, we have the speech therapist, we have the teacher, the special needs teacher who teaches them because they are grouped into ability classes. We have ability class 1, ability class 2, up to ability class 5. So we train them because sometimes these children of ours, they are not admitted in the traditional schools. They are being segregated and they are very expensive, so we got a special needs teacher for them. The speech therapist helps them with their speech to help them learn how to talk, how to hold their saliva. The physiotherapist helps them how to things dealing with the bones and the muscles, how to walk. Those that can't crawl, they start crawling. The postures, how they should sit. We also train them in activities of daily living because we have some that are abandoned. Those are 8. So we have to train them how to sustain themselves. We train them how to wash utensils, how to take care of the poultry, how to take care of themselves, how to bathe others, things that will help them in their daily life. When you need us, Support Disabled Children GABA. We are on Facebook, Support Disabled Children GABA. We are on our website, our web.supportdisabledchildren.org. Our Instagram, Support Disabled Children GABA. On LinkedIn, we are also Support Disabled Children GABA. Twitter, at Support Disabled Children GABA. In case you want to call us, our contacts are 0772 88 35 87. Airtel is 0755 88 35 87. Our email is admin@supportdisabledchildrengaba.org. I would love to thank our mothers, the mothers of Support Disabled Children GABA. You're such a great treasure. We love you. Thank you for loving our children. Thank you for not giving up on our children. However hard circumstances are, however hard situations are, you've never given up or never at one point said that, no, let me give up on this child. We thank you very much and we pray that the good Lord blesses you. We thank our committed staff. You're really doing a great work. Handling special needs children is not something easy, but you have Support Disabled Children GABA in your DNA. You love us, you love the children, you love what you're doing. We thank you very much. We thank each individual who has rendered their support, be it financially, be it physical, be it volunteering. We are really so grateful. We just can't thank you enough, but may the good Lord bless you for us. we thank the director of Support Disabled Children Gaba. We thank all well-wishers of Support Disabled Children Gaba, and we call upon various individuals to come and join us in this noble cause. Let's spread the gospel. Let's spread the gospel that disability is not inability. Let's create awareness. Let the world there know that these children really exist and they are a blessing. These children are not a curse. These children can turn up to be very important citizens, very important people. So let's take them in schools. I call upon the parents to educate these special need children. They are also children like the other children. It's just that the tradition that it makes these children to appear different, but these children are equal. Like it says in the Bible that we are all equal in the eyes of the Lord. I call upon you to take these children to school, employ people with disabilities because they can make it. It's just that it can be a physical disability, but the brain works. So we can do this work. We call upon the government of Uganda. We call upon well-wishers to come and join us in this noble cause. And we welcome each kind of support is highly appreciated because the reason as to why I say all support is welcomed because we need to expand. We have children that are abandoned. These children need families, need to have a home, a place where they call a home. So once the center is being expanded, these children will have their home. We know that, yes, I have a sense of belonging. I belong here. This is my family. When the center is being expanded, we shall increase on our activities. Like you have seen the tailoring activities being done in front of the center. It's because we don't have a big training grounds to train these mothers how to sew. Our projects are in a small place. Perhaps if we had a very big land, we would have grown food at a very large scale and we stopped buying food. At least we would have used that money for medication. We are also facing a challenge of a van. It's really hard to transport these children to health centers. Like last week, Agnes fell sick during the night, and it was challenging to get the means of transporting her to the hospital because it was really late, and the people were calling to help us out were like, it's late, we can't come to be of help to you. But once we have the organization van, once the child is sick, we just take that child to the hospital. Another challenge is the medication for our children is really expensive and they are on different types of medications. You might find a child, for example, Daniela is on 8 types of medication, and these are medications that are really expensive. This medication needs to be given in time. This medication needs to be followed with a good diet because it since the medicine is a lot and this baby is weak, her immune system is weak. Once she's not in a good diet, she will not respond to the medicine. Another challenge is we are in shortage of physiotherapists and speech therapists. These two services are quite expensive, and that's why we don't have them on a daily basis because we can't afford the therapists on a daily basis. Yet our children need this service from Monday to Friday, so for quick progress and also monitor their progress. For example, if we had an occupational therapist, it would help us know that this wheelchair is now not suited for this person. We should make a new wheelchair for that person. However, it's quite hard because being a non-profit making organization, it's hard for us to get the occupational therapist, get a physiotherapist, get a speech therapist, a special needs teacher, because even these children, since they are divided into ability classes, each ability class needs to have their own teacher. But this is not possible for the time since we are not financially stable.
My name is Nakabra Betty Mwanga, the Director of Support Disabled Children Gaba. I started in 2015. There was a friend of mine who was studying about children with disability. She wanted to experience with these children. I used to have my friend called Kato, and he always comes and opens for me a door, and I has a disability. So when she came, she asked me if I have any kid who has a disability in my area. And then I looked for that kid. When I went there, I found them when they have already shifted to another place. So I got someone to look for me, that kid. But the time they brought that kid, they came 8 children. So I was wondered that these children are many in my area, and moreover, we are in Islam area. So since then, the children, when they came, they refused to go back. They started being with me. By the time I was still working, but I have to take care of the children. So then I decided to open a center in my home with my husband, with my family. I thought I would be with the 8 children every day, and they continue coming until they reach 50 children, as administrator have said. So I have children who are totally abandoned. They are 8, and I have to feed them. I have to cater everything as myself. So I feel because since we started now, it is 7 years. It is 7 years. Some children who came here and they can't sit. Some are sitting, like Corinne, she can't sit. Miracle, now she can support her head. Trevor can walk. Robert can feed himself. There is a great improvement with the children, and even the mothers are happy because I counsel them. They come when they are traumatized in community. You know, some people think that these children are witched. So for me, I counsel them. I give them medication. I give them support because they leave their children here to the center. They go and work as they serve food. They fry chips. They wash clothes for people. Because before, when we have children with disability, there is no way can leave the children and go and work. So this center is helping them a lot because they bring their children to the center and go and look for the money. Because if you have a disabled children, and, you don't have a man, you have nowhere to stay, so it become very difficult for you to look after the children. So for me, when I help them in that way, I help them. I like that they can go and work and get some money. And some mothers comes here when they have nowhere to stay, nowhere to sleep. So I accommodate them with their children. I give them some little income so that they can start a small business like chips. The one who gave birth when she's in prison, I accommodated her here, and I gave her 60,000 to start making daddies. After 1 year, she started renting herself. So I get such mothers who have nowhere to stay. Now they have to stay here with me. And some mothers whom I work with, they also mother with children. So whatever I get, I also give them. I thank the churches, friends, people come and celebrate their birthday with us, Rotaries, schools, and everybody who has at least give hand to me to help these children. I call upon all people who are there, who have anything, whatever little you have. Nothing is small. Whatever thing you give us, it will help. Because this job, I can't do it alone without anybody. But I call everybody from Uganda, outside Uganda, my friend, my sisters, a friend of my daughters, everyone. Whatever you have, you can send it to me. I will be appreciated. We are working this work in the name of our Lord. So we have to join our hands and we support them. God bless you. We love you. Come and visit us. These children like people. They love people to come and visit them. I wish everybody the best. May God bless you.